You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Houston Field. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Carl Davis, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Your Ottumwa Bulldogs won Game 1 over Des Moines Hoover 10-0, and now we're getting ready for the nightcap. The head coach is already meeting at home plate with the umpires going over the Game 2 lineup, so let's get you those lineups. First for the visiting Huskies. Leading off and playing shortstop, Elena Jarrett. Batting second, the center fielder, Brooklyn Royster. Batting third in pitching is Caitlin Asher, and the cleanup hitter, Alexia Jarrett, at first base. Haley Morris in left field batting fifth. Aubrey Hiskey, the second baseman, bats sixth. Anjanai Crawford will play third base and bat seventh. Ileana Bueso, the catcher, hitting eighth. And batting ninth for the Huskies is Claire Johnson in right field. Those are the Huskies. These are your Ottumwa Bulldogs. Leading off and playing shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. Batting second, the pitcher, Sydney Rockhold. Jordan Pauls will play third and bat right, and will play right field and bat third. Let's get that in the right order. Pauls in right field, batting third. Aaron Ward, who homered in Game 1, the DP, batting fourth. So Ward batting fourth. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ella Aller. Sam Weeks will catch and bat sixth. Maddie Hawkins, center field, hits seventh. Kaysen Thompson at third base, batting eighth. Batting ninth, the left fielder, Avery Frankie. And the flex player is Hunter Caldwell. Caldwell at first base. So Rockhold in the circle for her second start of the season, hoping for a better outcome than the game against Southeast Polk on Tuesday. She pitched a complete game but gave up 16 runs on 17 hits. 15 of those runs earned, 6 walks, 1 strikeout. And as she warms up for her first conference start, the defense behind her is Avery Frankie in left, Maddie Hawkins center, Jordan Pauls in right, Kaysen Thompson at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Hunter Caldwell at first, and Sam Weeks behind the plate. So here is Elena Jarrett, again playing shortstop. Jarrett in Game 1 was 0 for 3, a strikeout, a ground out, and reached on an error. Hoover only had 1 hit. Ottumwa won Game 1, 10-0 in 6 innings. We're ready for Game 2. First pitch, bounced in there, ball 1. Our first pitch at 7:03. Jarrett, Brooklyn Royster, and Caitlin Asher, the top 3 again in the Hoover order. That pitch grounded to short. To her left is Ware. Fields on the run. Throws. Got her 1 down. That'll bring up Royster. 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a strikeout in Game 1. First pitch to the left-handed batter is downstairs, ball 1. 1-0. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. That pitch chopped foul back towards us, 1-2. One out, nobody on here in the top of the first inning. Now the 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Update from John Hart Stadium, Legion Memorial Field. It is a final in Game 1 in baseball. Ottumwa 12, Hoover 11. Bulldogs rally from down 10-4 to beat the Huskies and win Game 1 of their first conference game of the year. Now the 2-2 pitch here. Ground ball past the circle, charging is Ware. Throw to first in time for out number 2. 2 ground outs to short to start the game, and that'll bring up Caitlin Asher. Asher played center field in Game 1. Went 0 for 2 with a walk. A couple of ground outs to first.
Batting now, Caitlin Asher.
2 out, nobody on here in the top of the first. First pitch downstairs, ball 1. Rockhold's 0-1, or 1-0, grounded to the right side, past the first baseman Caldwell into right field. And the throw back in, not in time. We'll see how they rule that one. It looked like Caldwell would be able to make the play, but it snuck under her glove, and Hoover has a 2-out base runner in the first for Alexia Jarrett, the dangerous slugger, who was 0 for 2, hit by a pitch the only time she reached base in Game 1. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. Asher is running at first, even though she's the pitcher. No courtesy runner now. The 1-0. Lined into right center. That's a hit, and that's going to roll out to the fence on a hop. Asher racing for third. They'll put on the stop sign. Jarrett holds on at first. Houck does a great job of getting the ball back in. But a 2-out single puts runners on the corners. They did rule that earlier play an error on Caldwell. So first and third for Haley Morris, the left fielder. She played right field in Game 1 and went 1 for 3. Had the only hit of the game for Hoover, a 2-out single in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count to Morris. Rockhold trying to pitch out of a 2-out jam. That pitch swung on and missed, 0-2. Asher reached on an error. Jarrett singled, runners at the corners, 2 out, top of the first. But 0-2 to Haley Morris as Sydney Rockhold toes the rubber. That pitch outside, 1-2. Rockhold has her sign. The 1-2. Popped up foul right side. Caldwell long run. That's going to land out of everybody's reach. Neither Caldwell, Aller, nor Pauls were ever going to be able to get there. Still 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Fouled back to the screen as Morris just did get a piece of it. Still 1-2. Rockhold gets the pitch call. Again, the 1-2. Bounced in there, 2-2. 74 degrees under sunny, clear skies here at Ottumwa at the start of Game 2 with an east wind at 11 miles an hour. Now the 2-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3, and the inning is over. First strikeout for Rockhold, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left after half an inning. The Huskies nothing. The Bulldogs coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced, professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning. Hoover had 2 runners but no runs in the top of the first. Now Caitlin Asher will step into the circle for the first time this season. Last year as a junior, she had the most pitching appearances and starts for the Huskies, 16 games, 14 starts. They don't list any pitching records for them last year, but she had an ERA of 12.28, 66 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 177 hits, 121 runs, 117 of them earned, 39 walks, 8 hit batters, 19 strikeouts. Opponents hit .496 against her. The defense behind her, Haley Morris in left, Brooklyn Royster in center, Claire Johnson in right, Anjanai Crawford at third, Elena Jarrett at short, Aubrey Hiskey at second, Alexia Jarrett at first, and Ileana Bueso behind the plate. Top of the order for Ottumwa, Jocelyn Ware, Sydney Rockhold, and Jordan Pauls.
Starting up for your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jocelyn Ware.
Ware in game 1 was 0 for 2, reached base twice, once on a hit by pitch, once on a bases loaded walk for an RBI. First pitch of game 2 from Asher is lined into right center. That's down for a base hit. Over to cut it off is Royster, and holding on with the leadoff single is Jocelyn Ware. So a good start to the bottom of the first inning for Ottumwa, and here is Sydney Rockhold. Rockhold was 1 for 4 in game 2 against Southeast Polk on Tuesday. First pitch here shows bunt. Got the bunt down, back towards the circle, up with it Asher, throw to first, and Hiskey drops it, and everybody's safe. So it is a sacrifice for Rockhold. And she reaches on the error. We're going to call that on Aubrey Hiskey because that throw was just dropped. First and second, nobody out for Jordan Pauls. Kendra Cole will be the courtesy runner for Rockhold. And now here is Jordan Pauls. Pauls was 1 for 4 with a double and a run scored in game 1. First pitch, high and away, ball 1. One and 0 to the Bulldogs slugger. The next pitch, ground ball over the circle, and that'll sneak into center for a base hit. Ware around third on her way to the plate. The throw will not be made. RBI single Jordan Pauls, 1-0 Bulldogs. That brings up Erin Ward getting her first career start. Ward came on as a pinch hitter in the 5th inning in game 1 and hit a 2-run home run, the first of her varsity career. Now stands in 2 on, nobody out, and a run home for Ottumwa here in the first. The pitch, high, ball 1. Cole stopped at second on the single by Pauls. Now the 1-0 from Asher. High again, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, And Ward pops it foul off to the right. That'll find the screen. 2-1. Ware singled. Rockhold laid down a sacrifice bunt and reached on an error. Paul's an RBI single. 2 on, nobody out, 1-0 Dogs. And a 2-1 count to Ward. The pitch. Popped it up left side. Infield fly, batter's already out. Catch is made for out number 1 by Alexia Jarrett. Ella Aller the batter. First pitch, little flare to first, caught by Alexia Jarrett for out number 2. I was about to say Aller was hitting the ball hard in game 1, but did not do so there.
Up now, Sam Weeks.
And here is Sam Weeks. 2 on, 2 out. Weeks was 2 for 3 with 3 runs batted in, including the final 2 in the 10-0 win. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Ottumwa got the first 3 hitters on, took a 1-0 lead, but back-to-back pop-ups have given Hoover a chance to get out of the inning with only the 1 run scoring. Let's see if Weeks can change that. Here's the 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count to the Bulldog catcher here in game 2. Pitch outside, 2-1. Righty to lefty, 2-1, 2 on, 2 out. The pitch, Weeks fouls it back to the screen, 2-2. Cole still the runner at second, Paul's at first. 2-2 to Sam Weeks. Matty Houck on deck of the inning continues. The pitch, pop foul back off the screen to the left. And we will do it again at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, high, 3-2. Well, a little bit of an extra advantage for Ottumwa now. It's Cole at second and Paul's at first. They will take off running once the ball leaves the hand of the pitcher, Caitlin Asher. 3-2. The payoff. Driven to left field, coming on and playing it on a hop and having to get by her is a left fielder, Morris. 1 run is in. Throw is into second, not in time. 2-run score. It's 3-0 Ottumwa. I think you ruled out a base hit and an RBI as Cole scores. And then when the ball got by the left fielder, Morris, Pauls came all the way around to score. And Weeks got into second just ahead of the throw.
Running for catcher, Sam Weeks. We got Lexi Ferguson.
Alexi Ferguson will be the courtesy runner for Weeks at second base. And the batter, Matty Houck.
Up to bat, Matty Houck.
Houck was 1 for 2 in game 1, had a single, was hit by a pitch, stole a base, scored a run. First pitch, Matty flares it to right, and that will get down for a base hit. Around third, on her way home, the ball gets by Claire Johnson in right. Houck racing for third, and she's in there standing up. And it is 4-0. That'll be an RBI single for Houck. Ferguson was going to score all the way, and then a 2-base error by the right fielder Johnson puts Houck at third for Kaysen Thompson. Thompson was 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored in game 1. Pitch up and in, ball 1. $4-0 Dogs, helped by a couple of balls getting past outfielders here with 2 down. That pitch on the inside corner, a called strike to Kason Thompson, 1-1. One ball, one strike, the next offering. Way outside, 2-1. Two and one to Thompson. The pitch. Ground ball slowly left side, and it gets past both Crawford and Jarrett into left field. The run scores. It is 5-0. Hout comes home. Thompson's safe at first. We'll see how they rule that one. And we're going to get a conference with every player on the diamond. No coach out there, but every player on the diamond in the circle. As Hoover's fielding has let them down in this inning, that's going to be the third error. They haven't put a hit on the board at the very least. Crawford at third missed it, and then I don't know if Jarrett at short thought Crawford was going to get it and then missed it, or just misplayed it of her own volition, but either way, one of them gets the error. I'm really not sure which. We'll give it to the first player and went by Crawford, so no RBI there. And now the batter is Avery Frankie, ninth batter in the inning. And a ground ball foul, third base side, 0-1. Frankie in game one was 0 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice fly. Now Asher's 0-1 to Frankie. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa's just kept the line moving here. 1-1 on the way. High, 2-1. Thinking about scoring in earned or unearned, the first 2 errors in the inning, they were errors on balls that were already base hits. It just allowed extra bases. That last error, inning would have ended without it, so everything else is unearned. That pitch inside to Frankie, 3-1. Top of the order, Jocelyn Ware on deck. 5-0 Ottumwa, the 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. Bulldogs have batted around, and now we'll go back to the top of the order.
At the top of the lineup with Jocelyn Ware.
Ware started this inning with a single, scored a run. First and second, 2 down. 5-0 Ottumwa here in the first. That pitch just missed, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Ware singled. Rockhold laid down a bunt, sacrifice, and reached on the error. Jordan Paul's an RBI single. Ward and Aller both popped out, but then Sam Weeks an RBI hit. Maddie Houck an RBI hit. Thompson reached on an error. Frankie walked. There's a fly ball to left center, and it will be caught on the run by the center fielder Royster to retire the side. But Ottumwa gets 5 runs on 4 hits. There were 3 errors and 2 left. After an inning, Bulldogs 5, Huskies nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second inning, already 5-0 Ottumwa. Game 2 of our softball doubleheader tonight here at Houston Field. Sydney Rockhold pitched around a 2-out error and a 2-out hit in the first inning, and now has a 5-0 lead to work with as she'll face Aubrey Hiskey, Anjanai Crawford, and Ileana Bueso. Hiskey in game 1 was 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch from Rockhold to Hiskey, swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 the count to the Hoover second baseman. That pitch outside, and we're even at 1-1. Bulldogs won game 1, 10-0 in 6 innings. They lead 5-0 here in the top of the second. That pitch grounded to short. Ware's got it. Long throw across is a good one in time for out number 1. That's already 3 6-3 putouts for Ottumwa in this game. 1 out in the second for Anjanai Crawford, the game 1 pitcher, playing third base here in game 2. Crawford was 0 for 2 in game 1. Righty to righty the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. Crawford with black batting gloves on her hands. Hits with a slightly open stance in that right-handed batter's box. Now the 1-0. Ground ball left side, Ware another chance. A shortstop throws across in time for out number 2. And each of the first 2 innings has started off with 2 ground balls to short tonight in game 2. The catcher, Ileana Bueso, stands in. 0 for 2 in game 1. The bottom 3 for Hoover in game 1 were 0 for 6 with 6 strikeouts against Ashlyn Sheets, who struck out 9. That pitch in there for a strike to Bueso, 0-1. The 0-1, outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sydney toes the rubber, and her 1-1 pitch up high, 2-1. Two out, nobody on, top of the second, 5-0 Bulldogs. The 2-1. Fouled off to the right, and it ricochets off the fence into the Hoover dugout, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the second. Rockhold. There's too many similar names in this game. That pitch downstairs to Bueso, 3-2. Sydney Rockhold looking for her first 1-2-3 inning of the night here in the second inning. 3-2 to Bueso with Claire Johnson on deck. The payoff, way outside, ball 4. And Rockhold issues her first walk of the night. So here is Claire Johnson with her first at-bat of the night. Johnson had 12 at-bats as a freshman, went 3 for 12 with 2 RBI last season. Bueso will run for herself, no courtesy runner for the catcher. That pitch downstairs, ball 1. One 1-0 the count, the next offering. Soft liner caught by the second baseman Aller to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a walk and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the second. Bulldogs 5, Huskies nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa sent 10 batters to the plate in the first inning. 5 of them scored. And OHS leads Des Moines Hoover 5-0. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup due up here in the bottom of the second. Rockhold, Pauls, and Ward. Sidney Rockhold laid down a sacrifice bunt, reached when the ball was thrown away for an error, and then her courtesy runner, Lexi Ferguson, came around to score the game's second run. Pardon me, Cole was that courtesy runner. Ferguson was a courtesy runner for weeks, and she also scored in that first inning. So here's Rockhold. First pitch from Caitlin Asher comes in high, ball 1. One and 0, pitcher to pitcher, Asher to Rockhold. Swinging a foul off to the right, off the screen, 1 ball, 1 strike. Shadow from the press box on the third base dugout is all the way across the diamond now. Most of the circle is in shadow. And about halfway to home plate in shadow, then home plate is in the sunshine. All the bases are in the sun for the moment. Beautiful early evening here in Ottumwa tonight. Now the 1-1. Line drive right field, base hit. And Rockhold has a leadoff single to start the second inning for Ottumwa. That should mean Kendra Cole will be the courtesy runner. Indeed, she's already stepped out of the dugout, awaiting Mandy telling the umpire to make the switch, and they do. So Cole will run it first again, and here's Jordan Pauls, who had an RBI single and a run in the first inning. Let's see if Ottumwa can make quick work of this ball game. First pitch. Bounced in there, got away from the catcher, and down to second on the wild pitch goes Cole. Now, Hoover, I don't know if you'd call it a break because nothing changed, but the ball didn't go to the backstop. It caught the foot of the umpire, but still alert running by Kendra Cole to take second standing up. 1-0 to Pauls, now with the runner in scoring position. Pitch on the way. Popped up on the infield. Shortstop Jarrett near the bag at second makes the catch, 1 down. Ottumwa won game 1 comfortably. They're ahead comfortably early in game 2, but still. A lot of pop-ups hit by Ottumwa tonight between the two games. Erin Ward popped out her first time up, and she hit a 2-run homer pinch hitting in game 1. First pitch here. Chopper foul behind the plate, 0-1. So waiting to hear that game 2 of the baseball doubleheader between Ottumwa and Hoover has gotten underway. As the 0-1 to Ward. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Asher will throw to first in time for out number 2. Down to third goes Cole. And the inning up to Ella Aller, who popped out her first time up.
Batting now for your Bulldogs, Ella Aller.
Ottumwa did score 4 of its 5 runs in the first inning after 2 were out. Let's see if Aller can at least bring home Cole from third. As the first pitch He's lined into center, base hit. That'll get the job done. RBI single, all are scoring is Cole. It is 6-0. And that's how you manufacture a run. A hit, a wild pitch, a ground out that moves the runner, and an RBI single. Now here's Sam Weeks, who had an RBI single in that 5-run first.
Batting now, Sam Weeks.
Aller at first with 2 down. You think Ottumwa might run here? Not on the first pitch. It's up and away, ball 1. Aller last season, 16 stolen bases, so she will take a base. Here's the 1-0. She's running. It's ground ball right side through for a base hit. Aller will turn and head to third. Don't know if that was a planned hit and run, but it worked as the Bulldogs have runners on the corners for Maddie Hauk. Boy, off the bat, I was a little bit worried that that ground ball might hit Aller, and that would have been the 3rd out of the inning. But Aller was passed before the ball got there. Lexi Ferguson will again run for Weeks. So Aller at third, Ferguson at first, and here is Maddie Hauk, who had an RBI single and scored a run her first time up. 6-0, and again, Ottumwa trying to extend a 2-out rally. 1 run already home in this inning. Can they add to it? First pitch. In the dirt. Got away from Bueso. Down to second goes Ferguson. Aller had to hold on at third. The ball did not get too far away from home plate. It's still a wild pitch. And now 2 in scoring position for Hauk with a 1-0 count. 6-0 Ottumwa, 2 more in scoring position here in the second. And a ground ball left side past the diving Jarrett into left center field, a base hit. 1 run is in. Throw to the plate, not going to be in time. Ferguson scores. Down to second on the throw is Hauk. It is 8-0, a 2-run RBI hit from Maddie Hauk, who has 3 runs batted in the ball game. And again, Ottumwa very proficient in this game with 2 out. 7 of their 8 runs have come home after 2 were retired. Here's Kaysen Thompson, reached on an error her first time up. Runner on second, 2 down. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. 8-0 in the second. Ottumwa can at least get Hauk home from second. Not this inning, of course, but you start approaching run rule territory as we head to the third. The 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Bulldogs leading Hoover 8-0 here in the bottom of the second. The 2-0 pitch. Thompson taking all the way. It's a strike, 2-1. Kaysen still ahead, 2-1. Caitlin Asher's pitch. High fly down the line in left. Holmes or Morris over towards the line. Drops it, but it is a foul ball. Haley Morris dropped that fly ball, but was in foul territory when she touched it. So the count goes to 2-2 on Kaysen Thompson. But she does get new life. Still 2-2. Pitch on the way. High and away, 3-2. Avery Frankie on deck. Maddie Hauk at second, 2 down, 3 home in the inning. 8-0 Ottumwa here in the bottom of the second. 3-2 to Kaysen Thompson. The payoff. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch to Thompson. Ground ball sharply, but foul third base side. Kick save and a beauty by Mandy in the third base coaching box. And that gets a cheer from her players. Still 3-2. Let's see if Kaysen can hit a hard one into a gap here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, the payoff. Popped it up on the infield. Jarrett, the shortstop, makes the catch, and the side is retired, but Ottumwa gets 3 more runs. On 3 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the third. Ottumwa 8, Hoover nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Ottumwa 8, Hoover nothing. Sydney Rockhold has allowed just 1 hit in the first 2 innings. She's walked 1 and struck out 1. She'll face the top of the Hoover order here. Elena Jarrett, Brooklyn Royster, Caitlin Asher. Jarrett grounded out to short her first time up. Each of the first 2 outs in the first 2 innings for Hoover were ground balls to Jocelyn Ware at short.
Up to bat, Elena Jarrett.
So Jarrett digs in against Rockhold for the second time. First pitch, low, ball 1. One and 0 to Jarrett. And that pitch grounded left side, backhanded by Ware. Long throw across, on the money, out number 1. Another good play by Jocelyn Ware, who's been busy at short tonight. Already her 5th assist.
Batting now for the Huskies, Brooklyn Royster.
So here's Brooklyn Royster. She grounded to short her first time up. Royster's turned around to bat right-handed. Rockhold's pitch. Tried to hold up, but went around, says the home plate umpire. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A half swing cost her a full strike. Rockhold brings home the 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. The next offering, off the plate outside, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. The next pitch. Fly ball to right center. Paul's coming on, still coming on, and unable to get there was actually Maddie Hauk, who came in front of Paul's, got a little bit of leather on it, but couldn't hang on. That's a base hit, a bloop single for Royster. Second hit of the ball game for the Huskies, and that brings up the pitcher, Caitlin Asher, who reached on an error her first time up.
Now, Caitlin Asher.
One on, 1 out for the Huskies. First pitch, bounced in there. That'll get away from Weeks, and down to second goes Royster on a wild pitch. 1-0 to Asher now with the runner in scoring position. Rockhold ready for her 1-0 offering. Here it comes. Strike at the knees, 1-1. One ball, one strike. That pitch grounded right to Caldwell at first. Steps on the bag, 2 down. That's the third time in 2 games that Asher's grounded out to the first baseman. Royster goes to third. She's there with 2 down for Lexia Jarrett, who singled her first time up.
Lexia Jarrett.
Second time in 3 innings, Hoover's gotten a runner to third with 2 down. First pitch, off speed, low, ball 1. You want to be careful here with Jarrett. Runner on third, 2 down. Now Sydney's 1-0. Outside, step throw down to third, not in time. Weeks put a good throw there onto Thompson, but the tag just a little bit late as Royster not caught napping. 2-0 to Jarrett. Sydney's pitch. Popped it up right around the plate. Can Weeks find it? Turns around and cannot hang on to it. Boy, that is such a tough play when you have to turn your back to the infield to try to find that ball. And with the backspin it had on it, I was watching that ball in the air. It was actually starting to spin back towards the plate a bit. That is a really tough play for a catcher. 2-1. New life for Jarrett. Here's Rockhold's pitch. Off speed. I guess outside. 3-1. Haley Morris on deck. Runner at third, 2 down. 8-0 Ottumwa at the moment. The 3-1. Ground ball to the right side. Aller down to a knee to pick it up. Throw to first, and the inning is over. Good job by Sydney Rockhold to strand the runner at third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Dogs 8, Huskies nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa 8, Hoover nothing. If Ottumwa were to score 4 in this inning, we'd end the game on the run rule. Hoover wants to prevent that, and so they're making a call to the bullpen. They will go back to their Game 1 starting pitcher, Anjanai Crawford, who allowed 10 runs on 8 hits in 6 innings in Ottumwa's 10-0 win. So Crawford moves from third base to the circle. Iman Mohammed is in the game at third. Haley Morris has gone to right field. And Caitlin Asher goes from the circle to left field. And that would put Iman Mohammed in the number 9 spot in the batting order where Claire Johnson had been. Nine, 1, and 2 to up for Ottumwa. Avery Frankie, Jocelyn Ware, Sydney Rockhold. Frankie walked in the first inning. And the first pitch in this game from Crawford is in the dirt, ball 1. Bulldogs 5 in the first, 3 in the second. And now the 1-0 to Frankie. Way high, 2-0. The line on Caitlin Asher, 2 innings pitched, 8 runs, I believe 9 hits. Seven of those runs earned. That pitch a strike to Frankie, 2-1. Two and one to Frankie, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch on the way. Pop foul back to the screen as Frankie spoils a tough pitch, and we'll see another one. Still 2-2 to Frankie. Crawford's pitch. Driven to center, pretty well hit, but underneath it is Royster to make the catch for out number 1. Frankie flies to center. That brings up Jocelyn Ware, who's 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a flyout. Ware digs in against Crawford. First pitch on the outside corner with an off-speed pitch for a strike, 0-1. And the pitch. Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. They're underway, game 2 at Legion Memorial Field, John Hart Stadium. Bulldog baseball hosting Hoover, and at the end of the first inning, Ottumwa's got a 5-0 lead. Ottumwa won game 1 12-11 in a barn burner over there. Here the 1-1 is high, 2-1. In that game 1 over at baseball, Ottumwa led 4-0 after 2 innings, was down 10-4 in the 4th inning, and rallied to win 12-11. Bulldogs are up 5-0 in game 2. Hopefully that one doesn't get hairy. Back here at Houston Field, the 2-1 to Ware. Ground ball left side, charged by Jarrett. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Jocelyn will probably tell you she chased one down out of the zone there. 2 down for Sydney Rockhold. She's 1 for 1, a sacked bunt where she reached on an error, and a single. Well, Ottumwa has scored 7 of its 8 runs with 2 out. Let's see if they can get a rally going when there's 2 out and nobody on. First pitch on the way, bounced in there, ball 1. And Janai Crawford on in relief here in the 3rd inning of Caitlin Asher. Has retired the first 2 Bulldogs. That pitch misses, and the count 2-0. Rockhold digs back in against Crawford, the 2-0. Downstairs 3-0. Jordan Paul's on deck. Three balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. Down and in, ball 4. 4-pitch walk drawn by Rockhold. She's been on base all 3 times. And again, it will be Kendra Cole, the courtesy runner.
Running for Sydney, Kendra Cole.
Paul's an RBI single in the 1st inning, a pop-out in the 2nd. Paul's has had a few pop-ups tonight. She'd like to level out the swing and drive one right here. Runner at first, 2 down. First pitch. Way high, ball 1. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time. Cole with the stolen base. Ball 1 to Jordan. Cole's first steal of the year. Runner in scoring position now for Jordan. 1 ball, no strikes. The next offering. High drive, left field, way back, track, wall, gone. 2-run home run, Jordan Pauls. It is 10-0 Bulldogs. Paul's second home run of the season, her third RBI, second and third RBI of the game. And again, Ottumwa scoring runs with 2 out. 9 of their 10 runs now after 2 were retired. Aaron Ward, the batter, she's popped out and grounded out 0 for 2. That was against the starter, Caitlin Asher. Against Anjanai Crawford in game 1, Ward had a pinch hit 2-run homer. First pitch on the way here. And a liner into left field for a base hit. Ward has her first hit of game 2. And she's there for Ella Aller, who has popped out and singled. Aller has an RBI in this game. Jordan Pauls with that home run, now 4 RBI on the season overall. Ward at first with 2 down. And the pitch well high to Aller, ball 1. 10 runs for Ottumwa for the second straight game. They won game 1 10-0 in 6. Aller represents the game-ending run here, 10-0 with 2 out in the third. The 1-0. And a high fly ball, shallow center. Coming in is Royster, makes the catch to retire the side. But Ottumwa gets 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We go to the fourth. Bulldogs 10, Huskies nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fourth inning, Ottumwa in control. They lead Hoover 10-0, game 2 of our softball doubleheader. Bulldogs in position for another run rule win. Now it took them 6 innings to win game 1 10-0. They're up 10-0 here, so if they maintain a 10-run lead after the top of the 5th, we'll be done. Or if they get to a 12-run lead in the bottom of the 4th, we would be done. Hoover trying to avoid that. They have Haley Morris, Aubrey Hiskey, and Anjanai Crawford due up, 5, 6, and 7 in their order.
Now batting in the top of the 4th.
Sydney Rockhold about to begin her 4th inning of work. Morris struck out her first time up. Rockhold has walked 1 and struck out 1. And her first pitch, a fly ball down the line in right, twisting and landing foul. 0-1. No balls and a strike to the right-handed batting outfielder Haley Morris. Began game 2 in left field, but moved over to right field after the pitching change. Now the 0-1. Ground ball, foul right side, 0-2. Morris making a concerted effort to hit the ball to the right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Rockhold rocks and fires, and the pitch is in the dirt, 1-2. Hoover never really mounted. They had 1 scoring threat in game 1. That pitch high, 2-2. Hoover had runners on the corners and 2 out in the 4th inning, couldn't score. That was the only time they had a runner past first base. Hoover had runners at the corners and 2 out in the first inning and a runner at third in the third inning. Couldn't score in either of those frames. 2-2 pitch, pop foul off to the right, out of play. We'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes. Rockhold toes the rubber. And the 2-2. Little roller to the right side, charging is Aller. Fields flips to first in time for out number 1. And that's the first inning that hasn't started with the ground out to short. I wonder if maybe that's why Morris was trying to hit the ball to the right side.
Now for the Huskies,
Aubrey Hiskey, the batter. She grounded to short her first time up. Rockhold brings it home, and Hiskey pops it up left side over towards the line. The shortstop Ware makes the catch for out number 2. Quickly 2 up and 2 down in the top of the 4th. Rockhold has retired the first 2 batters she's faced in 3 of the 4 innings. Only in the 3rd inning, when she gave up a 1-out single, did she not accomplish that. Here is Anjanai Crawford, 0 for 1 with the ground out to short. Rockhold to Crawford, the pitch. Swing and a miss at a rise ball, 0-1. No balls and a strike. That pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. And 2 out, nobody on top of the 4th. Rockhold looking for her first 1-2-3 inning. The pitch, liner to left center. That is trouble. It's down and rolling to the fence. Crawford around first on her way to second. And she has a 2-out double. Third hit of the ball game for the Huskies. And that will bring up the catcher, Ileana Bueso. Bueso walked her first time up. That's the only free pass that Rockhold has issued so far tonight.
Up to bat, Ileana Bueso.
Runner at second, 2 down. The pitch, low ball 1. Hoover with the runner in scoring position for the 3rd time in 4 innings. Now the 1-0. Foul tip into the mid of the catcher Weeks. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1. Bueso digs in. Rockhold's pitch. Chopper right in front of the plate. It's a fair ball. Weeks picks it up, throws to first, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 4th. 2 runs will win it. Bulldogs up 10-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Ottumwa, 10 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Hoover, no runs, 3 hits and 3 errors. Anjanai Crawford on for her 2nd inning of relief in this game after pitching all 6 innings in game 1. Ottumwa with Sam Weeks, Matty Houck, Kason Thompson, 6, 7, and 8 due up in the batting order. And if Ottumwa scores twice in this inning, we'll be done on the run rule. It's 12 runs after 3 or 4 innings. If the Bulldogs do not play to pair or more in this inning, then Ottumwa could still win it by being ahead by 10 after 5 innings, or 4.5 if Ottumwa can keep Hoover off the board in the top of the 5th. Perfect world, though. Ottumwa gets a couple runs here, and we all go home. Weeks is 2 for 2, 2 singles, and RBI. Her courtesy runner has scored twice.
Up for your Bulldog, Sam Weeks.
Crawford, her first pitch of the 4th inning, bounces in there, ball 1. Earlier today in baseball at the Big Ten tournament, Iowa beat Indiana 9-4, the 3 seed over the 2. Iowa moves to Saturday's winner's bracket game in the semifinals. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Told you in game 1 we'd get you a Major League Baseball scoreboard update in game 2. Might have to hurry to get that in now. Here's the 2-0 to Sam. High fly ball to left. Asher towards the line will make the catch on the run for out number 1. Matty Houck, the batter. 2 for 2, 2 singles, 3 RBI, and a run scored. On that MLB scoreboard, final in Cincinnati, Cardinals 2, Reds 1. Final in Tampa, Rays 6, Blue Jays 3. First pitch to Matty. Ground ball back to the circle, off the pitcher's foot, picked up by Jarrett at short. Throw to first, gets away, but staying at first is Houck. And that'll be just a single error on the pitcher, Crawford. 4th error of the game on the Huskies. And that brings up Kason Thompson, who's reached on an error and popped out 0 for 2. Other big league finals. In Denver, Rockies over the Marlins 7-6. And in Washington, Padres over the Nationals 8-6. First pitch to Kason, runner goes, pitch up high, throw down to second, not in time. Houck with the steal. Count 1-0 to Thompson. Games in progress, top of the 5th in Chicago, Mets 5, Cubs 1. Bottom of the 8th in Detroit, Tigers 5, White Sox 2. 1-0 to Thompson, the pitch. Outside, 2-0. Top of the 7th in New York, Orioles 1, Yankees nothing. Top of the 6th in Atlanta, Braves 5, Phillies 4. Bottom of the 5th in Milwaukee, Giants 1, Brewers nothing. The 2-0 Kason in there for a strike, 2-1. Getting underway in about half an hour. Oakland at Seattle, A's at Mariners, and that's it for the Major League Baseball scoreboard tonight. 2-1 to Thompson in the pitch. Bounced in there, 3-1. Good stop by Bueso to keep Matty Houck at second base. Three balls and a strike. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. First and second with 1 out. Those are the game-ending runs on base. Here's Avery Frankie, who has walked and flied to center 0 for 1. Two on, 1 out. First pitch to the Bulldog number 9 hitter. In there for a strike, 0-1. One to Frankie. The next offering. Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Avery. 2 on, 1 out. Those 2 runners come around and score. We're done. Frankie takes another strike. 1-2. Top of the order on deck. Although that's not where in the on-deck circle. The 1-2. Line, but fouled on the left field line. It will stay at 1-2. Lexi Ferguson is on deck. It looks like she'll take the at-bat in Ware's spot. Another 1-2 pitch to Frankie. Upstairs, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. After 2 innings over at baseball, Ottumwa still leading Hoover 5-0. Frankie pops it up, shallow left center, long run in, and making the basket catch is Asher for out number 2. Now here is Lexi Ferguson to pinch hit for Jocelyn Ware.
Batting now for Jocelyn Ware, Lexi Ferguson.
Ferguson, just out of 8th grade. This will be her first varsity at-bat. She's been used as a courtesy runner each of the first 2 doubleheaders. 2 on, 2 out, 10-0 Ottumwa, bottom 4. First pitch. Fly ball to center. Royster coming on, makes the catch. And the side is retired. Ottumwa does not score in an inning for the first time tonight. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 left. But we're 3 outs away from a win and go to the top of the 5th inning. 10-0 Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 5th inning, Ottumwa 10, Hoover 0. If the Bulldogs do not allow a run in this inning, the game will end on the 10-run rule after 5. Sydney Rockholt still in the circle for OHS. Lexi Ferguson, who pinch hit for Jocelyn Ware in the 4th inning, will stay on and play shortstop. And we might have some other changes out there as well. Kendra Cole is now in center field. Cammie Pauls is now in left field.
Starting off this inning for your Huskies, Aman Mohammed.
And it's not Jordan Pauls in right. I'm trying to see that number, but Cammie Pauls is in left. Kendra Cole in center. Lexi Ferguson at short. First pitch to Aman Mohammed is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Mohammed came on defensively with the pitching change in the 3rd inning. This is her first at-bat of Game 2. She was 0 for 2 in Game 1, struck out twice. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Katie Shrewery is now the right fielder. The 0-2, downstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Shrewery in right, Cole in center, Cammie Pauls in left, Lexi Ferguson at short. Kason Thompson still at third. Ella Aller still at second. Hunter Caldwell still at first. Sam Weeks behind the plate. Sidney Rockhold's pitch upstairs, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes to Iman Muhammad. She'll be followed by Elena Jarrett and Brooklyn Royster here in the fifth. The 2-2. Fouled back will do it again. Two balls, two strikes. 10-0 Ottumwa here in the top of the fifth. The pitch. Liner foul off to the right, and we stay at 2-2. Muhammad awaiting another 2-2 pitch from Sidney Rockhold. It's on its way. Downstairs, 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Rockhold's payoff. Chopper left side, charged by Rockhold. Throw to first in time for out number one. Good play by Sidney. Towards the third baseline, out of the circle to make that play. Elena Jarrett, the batter. She is grounded out to short twice. Those were to Ware. She gets another grounder to short. It'll be Lexi Ferguson. Rockhold brings it home. Downstairs, ball one. Sidney's 1-0 to Jarrett. On the outside corner, strike one. One and one the count. Rockhold has walked one and struck out one, now in 4 1/3. That pitch outside, 2-1. Sidney has her sign, spins the ball on her hip and brings it home. And a liner to left field, and coming on to make the catch is Cammie Pauls for out number two. Well, you know, when you check into the game, the ball tends to find you. Ottumwa brought in 4 new defenders, so they weren't all going to find one, but Cammie Pauls made the most of her opportunity. Here's Brooklyn Royster. 1 for 2 with a single. Last hope for Hoover, down 10-0 in the top of the fifth. The pitch. Ground ball foul to the right side, 0-1. Oh, 1 the count. The next offering. Outside, 1-1. Getting to be that time of year where you need sunscreen in the day and bug spray at night. I just turned my head. There's a huge cloud of gnats behind me to my left about 5 feet. Glad they're not right over my head. The 1-1. Chopper, third base side, and wisely, Kason Thompson will let it go foul. Thompson came in, knew it would be a tough play. She picked it up, let it go right between her legs. Rolled right between her feet. And stayed foul. 1-2, and Hoover down to its final strike. Rockhold trying to put the finishing touches on this one. The pitch, off speed, lifted to left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Cole gets it back in quickly, but a 2-out single for Royster. And boy, Sidney cannot get a 1-2-3 inning tonight. Now she will have to face Caitlin Asher, who has reached on an error and grounded to first. The error was on Caldwell at first. Asher in this doubleheader has hit 4 ground balls at the first baseman tonight. So in other words, Hunter Caldwell needs to be ready for another one. Runner at first, 2 down. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. This is where Rockhold wants to get it done. Their most dangerous hitter, Alexia Jarrett, is on deck. 10-0 Ottumwa, top of the fifth, 2 out, a runner on first. The pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. After 3 innings over at baseball, still Ottumwa 5, Hoover nothing, as the Bulldogs look to sweep that doubleheader as well. The 1-1. Low and away. Weeks thought about a snap throw down to first, held on to it. 2-1 to Asher. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Chopper foul at the plate, 2-2, and Hoover again down to its final strike. Royster the runner at first, 2-2 on Caitlin Asher. Rockhold's pitch. Outside, 3-2, and again the dangerous Alexia Jarrett on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sydney Rockhold trying to finish off a 5-inning win. The pitch, ground ball to second. Allers got it. Throw to first. Bulldogs win. 10-0 the final in 5 after winning game 1, 10-0 in 6. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Cassandra Brewer, clerical lead at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. If you're looking for a local provider to handle you and your family's healthcare needs, consider Mercy One Ottumwa. From pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between, we are here for you year-round to assist you in your healthcare needs. We also offer our quick care walk-in clinic with no appointment necessary, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4:30. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced, professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs sweep Des Moines Hoover tonight. Game 1, 10-0 in 6. Game 2, 10-0 in 5. The Game 2 totals for Ottumwa: 10 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 6 left on base. Sidney Rockhold, the winning pitcher, now 1-1. For Hoover, no runs, 4 hits, 4 errors, 6 left on base. Caitlin Asher, the loss, now 0-1. The ball game took 1 hour and 18 minutes to complete. A home run by Jordan Pauls, her second of the season for Ottumwa. Bulldogs even their record at 2-2. Hoover starts out their season at 0-2. We'll take 3 minutes and continue with the postgame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albia Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albia Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs sweep Des Moines Hoover 10-0 in 6, then 10-0 in 5. Ottumwa softball back in action on Memorial Day, Monday afternoon, 3 o'clock doubleheader at Dowling. We'll have all the action here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. But our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics will be tomorrow afternoon. Bulldog baseball playing in the Waterloo Tournament at Riverfront Stadium. We face Gladbrook-Rhinebeck at 2 o'clock. If we win, we play at 8 o'clock in the championship game against either Clinton or Charles City. Those two teams play after Ottumwa and Gladbrook-Rhinebeck. If we lose, we play at 6 o'clock against the loser of the Clinton-Charles City game. So that's coming up tomorrow on KBIZ and on the live video stream. One more break, and we're back to wrap it up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies? Okay.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Houston Field, where your Ottumwa Bulldogs sweep Des Moines Hoover 10-0 in 6 and 10-0 in 5. I want to thank all our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Bridge City Realty, Graphics Masters, Sonic Drive-In, William Penn University, Mercy One Ottumwa, Roto-Rooter, Family First Chiropractic, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Community First Credit Union, and Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Carl Davis, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon when the Bulldogs take on Gladbrook Rhinebeck in the Waterloo Baseball Tournament at Riverfront Stadium. Until then, good night, everybody.